Undefeated back home for a double header. How excited is the group with the way the season has started?
Yeah, they're pretty pleased with the 2 wins. They're a competitive bunch, and they think they haven't played to their standard yet, which is a good thing. They've got some high standards within the group, so they're looking forward to playing against the Dragons on the weekend. Hopefully, there's a good crowd after the Mail game, and hopefully put a show on.
They say winning games when you're not at your best is a mark of a good team. How proud are you of the 2 performances that they have rolled up their sleeves and found ways to win?
Yeah, look, they've showed plenty of grit. First game, obviously, we defended our line like our lives depend on it, and then obviously to come from behind against the Raiders, down at Raiders on their home turf was a really good result in the end. Probably a little bit too close to comfort, but in a day, we'll take 2 from 2.
You've announced an unchanged side and it's just round 3. How much of a luxury is it to be starting to get pretty, happy with your squads early on?
Yeah, look, to get some consistency with selection and then I suppose performances is really good, and that's what we're all been about at the start of the year. Hopefully that keeps transpiring for the next month of football and lead us into the back end, but we'll just take it week by week. But at the moment, really settled on a real core group of individuals playing as a group.
Dragons coming off 2 tight losses. They'll be pretty desperate. What do you expect from that outfit?
Yep, desperate. They'll be desperate. We need to be even more desperate. So I know Sarah have them ready to go. We've just got to be clinical in certain areas of the field, be diligent where we end our sets, and hopefully our defence picks up a bit this week as well.
Both sides have something in common. You've both picked up a gold medalist super rugby player from the Olympics. How's Tenika, fitted in at training?
Yeah, she's gone well. She's just flown in a couple of days ago. We've sort of just eased her way in. We didn't really want to put too much pressure on this week, so the likelihood of her playing in the Knights colours this weekend at the stadium is probably not going to happen. So, but she understands that. We're looking forward to her. She'll have some role to play this year for sure. Just having her experience on the world stage, her athleticism, professionalism, it's only going to help our group going forward. It is a short season, but it is a long season, and you can see teams already getting injuries, so it's going to be a whole squad to be successful again.
And Lilly-Ann White returning home for her first home game. How excited is she?
Yeah. So look, last week couldn't not be happier with a debut like that. She did really well. Come up with the play of the day for us internally, catching that ball and running 70 metres to put us in position to get us back into that position to score a try with Sheridan. So I think she's really excited to be on home turf. That's what you dream about when you're a young footballer coming through in this area. So to play for your home team on your home ground, it's something special.
Naming her again, you must have some big plans for her after seeing quite the performance last week.
Yeah, look, we already had plans with Lil. She understands where she sits in the squad and where we think she can get to. That's something we're very vocal with internally, especially with being a local junior. We hope to have her here for years to come. She's a development player, so we actually have to ask for permission to play her because of injuries and things like that. So we do have some injuries, so it's just transpiring forward what happens there and how long she can play for.
Given the competitiveness of the last couple of games, what advice are you giving the team heading into this weekend? I know you've been saying that you're the hunted team, so What do you say?
Yeah, look, it's more about where we can improve. We've talked defensively internally this week. There's a big focus on that front. We come out of the Roosters going really good defensively. I think we sort of lacked a few of our standards in the game against the Raiders, but we knew the Raiders were going to start well, so probably our start to the game as well. We're not going to overemphasise it. We understand what starting well looks like, so we just need to be better on that front as well.
And that's been the biggest focus this week in the lead up to the game then?
Absolutely. Our start and then just some of our defensive standards just dropped it slightly against the Raiders, so that's our biggest focal point this week.
And what about your attack? Did you feel like that kind of clicked a bit more against the Raiders in that first game?
It did, yes. We're in all honesty, we have done some stuff internally as well, picking up cues and indicators when to go left, when to go right, and all that sort of thing. So I think the forwards really want to play a bigger role this week. So hopefully they roll their sleeves up and get into it. So and we just want them to go out and play simple football. And that's easy to say, but just go out and play football. So we try to clear their minds a little bit. Just go out and play football, have some fun, and see where we land.
How important do you think it is for the women's game as it continues to grow to like have that second game of a double header and you know, maybe 20 odd thousand people there watching on?
Oh, I think it's critical, important, vitally important. I think they're always the game beforehand. I think it's actually better after because you've got the crowd there, especially if hopefully the boys have a good win. They stay on, have a couple more drinks, and then watch the females play. So it's certainly. If you go off the first game, it was an entertaining game, so you're probably going to get the same sort of thing in an entertaining game. So that's why we play football, and that's why we want crowds to come.